very slow. Let me check online here to see if you guys are, if I'm actually live, because I might just be talking to myself.
Him talking to yourself?
Well, I'm saying 6 watching now, so it seems like maybe I am.
I can't see it.
Waiting for Jay Garcia. What does that say? Live. It says from the 53 seconds ago I am live. I might have to do the next. Let's see. Can you guys?
Oh, there we go.
Chat is disabled for this live stream. Why is it disabled? It's not disabled. Oh, so it is working.
Yeah.
Okay. 65 watching now. Well, guys, welcome. We are at the California AutoClub Speedway. This is California's largest speedway, right? It's an oval speedway. It's 2 miles long, and we're using this track to be able to hypermile that Phoenix car that Eric has, right? And so that's what they're doing right now. It's, you know, it's one of those things that you just watch the car going very slowly. I'll see. It's coming over there. I'll let you guys know when it's right here in front. But for now, let me check to see if I can read your messages, because I actually don't see anybody.
Well, there's messages, just not questions.
View page, live view control. Let's see. I don't know why I can't see. Oh, there we go. New hold potential. Not now. All right, guys. So here we go. I know we had a lot of plans to do this. By the way, how does it sound? Does it look okay? Does it sound okay? I'm totally up here just using my phone, and you know, I am going to stop whenever one of these devices runs out of battery. It's either gonna be that little one of these devices. My phone is connected, my camera is not connected, but I have more batteries. But there's one thing here that's gonna die. Okay. It's over there. There's the car. It's coming. And so as soon as this runs out of battery, I guess that's where I'm gonna call it quits. So for now, I guess I can talk to you guys and discuss this thing. I mean, it's not that exciting, I guess. It's just a car that by now has about 200 kilowatt hours worth of battery, and going about 30 miles an hour should do well over 1,000 miles. We're probably, we estimate about 1,500 miles. But they had a lot of technical problems this morning, because they're going for the world record, the Guinness World Record, and they have a ton of things that they have to do in order to be able to qualify for that record, right? Including having 2 witnesses at all times, but for no more, you can't use the same witness for no more than 4 hours, apparently. So if this is gonna be like a 48-hour run, because that's how long the track has allowed us to be here to run this thing. So that's like 40 people that have to be hired, because they have to meet certain criteria, right? And so it's kind of weird. And there's a lot of that stuff that happened this morning, and so they were behind. They were delayed for like 5-6 hours or something. So out of the 48, now it's more like 42 hours that car is going to be running. It's going to be running supposedly 24 hours, 24/7, and so that's the idea here, to be able to beat the world record. Let's see. Do you guys have any questions? I am actually reading your comments here. So,
what's the record to break?
The record is a Japanese team. Oh, there it goes. You see it? Oh, there's the car. Yeah, that's very exciting. That's very exciting. Woo! Go! Very exciting. So, I guess the record to beat is 980 miles, I believe, from some Japanese team that did it a few years ago. Yeah, so we should be able to beat it. Well, you know.
How fast is he going?
So they don't know. I think what they're trying to do is like figure out, the plan was to figure out which was the most efficient speed and then kind of stick to that. But because now we're running out of time, right? 42 hours, I think we're going to run out of time before we run out of battery. And so if that's the case, then I'd say you figure how much energy you're using at any speed and then you go as fast as you can, because that way you cover more ground within those 42 hours, right? So I think you try to figure out what speed you have to go to deplete that battery in 42 hours. I think that should be the goal at this point. I don't know if that's actually what they're doing. So we'll see. It looks like they're going really slow. That looks like
a one-car event.
Yeah, there's a one-car event. There's only one of these cars. It's kind of a weird event. I mean, it's kind of a weird car because it's got over 200 kilowatt hours worth of batteries in there. There's not that many cars like that, right? It was purposely built just to go long distances on a single charge, and that's what we're doing here. We're actually doing it.
Terry said he's coming over the bridge, so they should be here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So do you wanna send them over there? Let me see. Let me check my battery, because I don't know how long his battery is.
Does the driver have food?
Does the driver have food? Yeah, because they have stuff down there.
What kind of tires, PSI?
I don't know. I think it's regular. I think it's like 40 pounds or something. Yeah, you want to be like low resistance. This track is made to go 200 miles an hour, so they actually cleaned it this morning. They ran a truck with a jet engine that just blows all the debris out of there, which I thought was a little bit overkill, right? Because, well, Yahoo password required. What is going on here? I don't know what that's about. So let's see. What happened with the Powerwall? What Powerwall? There's a lot of Powerwalls that are happening. I just don't know exactly which.
Not real exciting. Yes, we know.
Yeah, not real exciting. That's why I'm here sitting down.
Why don't we sit closer?
Because it's hot over there, and the reception's really good up here, and we have the shade, and so I over there is gonna be like cutting in and out and stuff. So yeah, I checked, and the best reception that we have here. I'm going out of my iPhone Wi-Fi, so that's the best way to do it. What else do we got here? Looking to build my own electric car. Your thoughts on what kind I should build? You should build your favorite car. You should build a classic car. Those are the best ones because they usually hold their value really well, and the older they are, the easier they are to convert, because then you don't have all those fancy systems like power brakes and power steering and all that nonsense, right? So then you could just actually concentrate, do the motor and stuff. The newer cars, you have to deal with a ton of computers and stuff, and I mean, if you're good at doing that, go for it, but most of us are not that great at that, and so yeah.
How many drivers?
So I think there is one driver per every hour, right? So at least 42, but you know, some of them will do several turns or whatever. I don't know how many people have actually signed up to do the driving, but we're on driver 3 or 4 right now because we just started not too long ago, 3-4 hours ago.
Somebody's asking, where is it? I want to see some action.
Yeah, there's no action. It's just going really slow. If you guys want, I will change the lens on this camera and then I will follow it for you guys. Right? I'm gonna use this lens right here because this is a lot better. Okay. Nice. Do that.
So somebody said the Powerwall, the one that you got on your wall.
Oh, yeah, that's there. What's the question? What's up?
Left turn. In what ways did you contribute to the build?
This build? I didn't build it. I rewired the battery on last run, and I changed the controller to a controller that would actually allow for the battery that they're running. They're running 32 cells in series, and a bunch in, did I miss it? Where is it at? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's way up there.
Sorry guys. Where is it at?
To your left. Behind the Coca-Cola sign right there.
This is so far. Oh, there it is. Alright, you guys will see it right there when it's coming out. Sorry, there's that was that little thing.
With all the batteries for this event, is there still ample room for trunk space, passengers, etc.?
No, this is a purpose-built car that is to go the fastest possible. I mean, the farthest possible. So yeah, we've pretty much taken up every inch of that car and filled it up with batteries because we're trying to get the world record.
Somebody says it sounds like they can still hear the stream playing on the laptop, but we don't have any volume on any of our.
Yeah, no. No, that's probably their system. We don't have playback of my voice on this side here, so it's kind of weird.
What do you think about 64.2 miles and a single charge for a 2013 Volt?
62 miles? Wow.
64.2.
64. That's pretty good, right? So Crystal here, that's helping me with the questions, owns a new Bolt. Wait, 2013?
2017.
2017. Yeah. So when the new ones, how much do you usually get, Crystal?
About 58.
58. So yeah, you're actually doing pretty good there at 64. Yeah. Are you driving like grandma? Probably.
Somebody's laughing at you. Hard to keep up with a car going 30 miles an hour.
Yes, because I don't have the proper equipment here to focus it. I don't have stills.
Using Tesla batteries?
No, these are LG Chem batteries.
Does it have solar panels on the car for charging while going?
No, because that would be cheating. This is no charging is allowed for this one record here.
How heavy is the battery pack?
It's 40 pounds per block, and it used to have 54 blocks, plus they added another 6 blocks, I believe. No, 10 blocks, so it's got 64. So what's 64 times 40? 64 times 40. It's a lot of battery.
872.
Is it? No. Wait. So 40 times. Oh yeah, sorry about that noise, guys. There's a gas car in the field over there too. What? Are you? So according to my calculator here, it's 2,560 pounds worth of batteries in that car. It's a lot of batteries, guys. Yeah. What else is going on?
Still windy in Wales? I don't know what that has to do with us.
No. LG Chem, which ones? Look at my videos. I have links to my top 10 videos, most popular videos. In the bottom says if you are interested in lithium batteries, it has a link and you can go and check out the LG Chem batteries.
Turn off your overlay. What overlay?
Oh yeah. The overlay. Yeah, sorry guys. Here we go. I don't know if I can turn all of it off, but there we go.
What's the average speed?
So the average speed I think is somewhere around 30 miles an hour. Then we're gonna play with that until they got the most efficient, but again, because we're gonna run out of time before we run out of battery, I think it doesn't make sense to.
How much does the car weigh without the battery?
I don't know. I didn't.
Do you think battery price will drop drastically in the next year?
Yes, because it dropped in the last year, right? So currently we're selling batteries at $150 a kilowatt hour. It's probably going to be somewhere around $100 a kilowatt hour in the next 1 to 2 years. And then after that, yeah, it's going to be lower than that.
Oh, this person said they get 64.2 miles drafting behind semis.
Oh, yeah.
And unofficially, would solar panels help the mileage?
Yeah, but very little.
Ready for a Samba HyperMiling world record?
Sure. Let's do it. They haven't texted you?
No, he should be here soon. Power's out and I still have power thanks to my solar.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Let me text Eric that I'm sending him some kids. So if he calls you, you know, just send them over there. Sorry guys.
Send them to the infield?
Yeah, send them to the infield.
What RPM is the motor turning?
I don't know because I'm not in the car right now, but it should be, you know, somewhere around 1200 to 1500 RPMs. That transmission's actually pretty geared down, so the RPMs are really low on that guy. Let me just text them. I'm sending you some kids, some high school kids.
Somebody asked where we are. This is Fontana, California. What about the fire situation there in California? Well, a fire was just put out a few miles behind us, so more fires to come. How do you feel converting a Dodge Dakota to electric truck with racing specs, long range?
Wait, sorry, I didn't pay attention.
Car is running slower than my hybrid Yaris.
It's HyperMiling. That's the whole point. It's finding the most efficient speed, which is usually under 40 miles per hour.
Awesome looking day to be at the track. Enjoy your time there. Thank you. It's nice and fresh in the shade. Do you fly drones? I thought we answered that question. Sorry.
I do fly drones, and I do have my drone here, but it's not allowed to fly here. You require all kinds of like forms and stuff because we are really close to an airport. So
Tesla's. Oh, you done?
oh yeah, I'm done.
Tesla's manufacturing battery of different size than 18650. How good are they?
I don't know because we haven't gotten our hands on it, right? But it promises to be really good. According to them, it's supposed to be 30% more efficient, bigger than 18650s. And I do have a 2170 that was manufactured by someone else. I don't know if it's Panasonic or I don't know if it's just some independent Chinese manufacturer, but I haven't tested it. I will test that soon so that we can compare how they are.
Was the weather considered for the record, or this is just random?
Yeah, this is just random. It was really tough to get this track. This track is one of the most used tracks in the world. It's literally booked the rest of the year, every single day. There's another track here in Southern California that is closing in the next few months, and so they gotten all that business, and so yeah, this is pretty hard to get. So yeah, this is basically whenever we can get in here.
How are they calculating the best speed? Best discharge curve or just watts per mile?
Yeah, I think watts per mile. So we count, you know, every 10 miles probably, and then, you know, see how much energy, how many watt hours were used, you know, compare those to the previous ones, and then after that you decide if you're gonna go faster or you're slower, and yeah, and you just, you know.
What's the biggest electric motor made?
I don't know, but you would imagine it's really, really big. Most modern locomotives use electric motors, and those are pretty huge. Most hydroelectric plants actually use electric, well, generators, but it's the same thing as a motor, right? So if you've seen the ones in like Hoover Dam, those are pretty massive, They're essentially motors, electric motors.
Do you think if everybody gets to electric cars, gas prices will be reduced?
Well, yeah, because there's going to be less demand for it. But, you know, crude oil is used for a lot of stuff. Transportation is just one of them. So there's still going to be quite a bit of demand as, you know, food production grows and, you know, just there's more people on Earth. So we kind of have to, because we need to use crude oil for all the other stuff that we use it for. You know, other than driving cars.
Did you have to pay to book the track, and how much, LOL?
So it's about $20,000 a day to book this track here. But because the guy that runs this place is a friend of ours, he kind of let us have it just to be part of this world record thing. Yeah, just because he likes us, you know, he's a good guy.
Do you like Tesla cars? Have you experienced the P100D?
Yes, you should watch some of my older videos. I actually got to drive one from San Diego all the way to, I don't know, Chatsworth. Not too long ago, a few months ago, 6 months ago or something like that.
What do you think about mysterious future Dyson batteries technology?
I don't really entertain the future technologies because I'm a practical guy, and so it's not worth dealing or thinking too much about it until it actually hits the market. I'm for sure there's a lot of cool batteries in the lab right now, so we can buy it.
They're here.
Here. Okay. So tell me. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get? Let me see. Let me just see if I got it. I didn't get that thing from. Should we bring him up here? Bring him up here. Yeah, my battery here is about to die, I think so. Woo! This thing is like hot. Sorry, guys. Okay, what else is happening here? How's the sound? It's kind of windy here in my microphone. Is not the one that has the dead cat, so. Oh, actually, I was asking what was the biggest electric motor made for cars. Woo! Well, it's the very last one, right? It's the very last one. Let me see. Let me just. I'm getting some text messages here. Are you still around? In the stands. In the stands. Doing live stream. Live stream. I have air. He's like, are you still around? I have air conditioning. Let's see. What else do we got here? Are you still pissed at PayPal? No, not really.
Hey, look.
That got sorted out pretty quickly, so you know, I'm afraid of PayPal because they will do that, and they can do that any day at any person. So, you know, how many watt hours per mile? I don't really know currently. I'm in suite 7 if you need some some thing there. Experience the show with red food and Jay has a nice ring to it. So what was the question I was asking? They were asking how many watt hours. I don't know how many watt hours per mile because, well, I'm not in the car and I'm not down there. As you can judge, this place is massive and I'm way out here in the stands because this is the best place that I had reception, right? So the whole team is over there and they're doing their thing, and you know, the thing is long. We're gonna be here for 2 days, so I don't know exactly what is happening right now when it comes to the car, but I will have more information when I do a video and upload it to you guys. Let's see. I would like to have schematic diagram of your house setup with your battery pack, including solar system and grid utility. Sure, one day I will make that video, hopefully soon. I'm trying to work that out, and then we'll put it up there, and then you'll have that. Did you hear the layoff at Tesla factory? More than 500 employees? No, I did not. I wonder why. I thought they were supposed to be super busy. They're trying to get all that stuff out. Yeah, and then I'll meet them down there. Once I run out of battery here, I'll just run out there. Okay. You need a dead cat for the win. Oh, so I was wondering about that. Let me see. Look at this, guys. Sure. So. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, it is hot. So check it out, guys. Give me a second here. Dead cat. Okay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I don't mean to be all jarring like that. But we'll just put this guy in here. Okay, let me know. Okay, guys, let me know if it sounds better now. That's a dead cat right there. And let me get the thing in here. All right, maybe now you can see my face. Although I don't know if you guys want to see my face, right? But, well, you get no choice. So, okay, questions. What are your questions? What did I tune into? It's some weird thing where we're watching a car go very slowly about 700 times for the next 2 days. I mean, you guys are not. We were planning actually to do a full-time stream, and I was gonna have guests and people to come and show their projects and their cars and things. But that, that was a little bit ambitious with the time that we had, and so now you get just, an hour or so of me just talking nonsense. Dead cat. No cats were harmed in the making of this video. That's true. That cat was already dead. Sound okay? Check. Flatter. Better. What? Is this attempt being sanctioned by anybody? The Guinness World Records. For, I don't know. I don't know if that's legit or organization or not, but it's famous for what it's worth. I'm blind. So yes, we can see you and hear you better. All right, that works good. Again, guys, my system will probably go down pretty soon because of the battery situation up here. Still shows like a quarter. 345. This is history in the making. I think so. I mean, not a lot of people are attempting to do this, right? It's quite a bit of resources that it takes to do this sort of stuff. Oh wow, there's a lot of people down there now. Look at that. I think the car, did it come in? Or is it still rolling? The car might be in. Oh, the car might be in. They might have brought it in for some reason. Oh no, there it is. I see it. Still in the road there. HPVE. Oh, HPVS. You forgot an S there. Motor, yes. An AC50. Yeah, it's either or, the track or my face. I put it in the middle there. Sorry, it's really bright over there and it's really dark over here. So you mentioned a time limit for the test, that is, and why, and what is the Guinness Book requirement? The time limit is, of course, the time that we have the track. They only allow us to be here for 48 hours because this thing is booked. They have something before and they have something after, so Oh, that's them? Oh, okay, okay. I guess just wait out here. Sorry guys, I'm talking to Crystal over there. It's so big. This place is so big. I can't stress that enough. She's asking if she has to go all the way to her car just to get to the infield, because the infield, well, it's just right there, but in order to get to it, you have to go like 3 miles that way. It's crazy. Okay. You got me excited about EV. All right, I'm doing my job. Let's see. Should have used Duracell. Well, yeah, except that, yeah, those are terrible batteries. The irony of the power guy running out of power. Should have brought your flexible solar panels. So I actually have a power source here, but for some reason my little wall wart, the 12 volt, you know, the power, but the 110 to the 12 volt thing doesn't work. I just picked one out of the bin and I didn't test it before I left the house, and it doesn't work. So I only have whatever the internal battery of the unit uses. So yeah, that is pretty ironic. Zoom in, please. Oh, zoom into the place over there. Oh man. Boom. Let me set the thing here. So that's the team right there. They're talking. We have some kids from the local high school. They wanted to come and check out the car, and you know, the school district here, local, where my wife works, they're gonna start teaching a bunch of the renewable technologies, and so, you know, they invited me to come and talk a little bit. Just, you know, about, you know, some ideas, what to teach kids, how to get kids excited about renewable technologies. You know, batteries could be pretty boring thing, you know, even though they are going to play a big role in our life. If they don't already, most of us already carry a battery everywhere. So yeah, we just need to, you know, figure out ways to make it a little bit exciting for kids so that they can get into it and, you know. You need to build a portable charger for longer use. Yes, I do have one. I did build it. I am actually using the batteries, the medical batteries, and I'm gonna be making a video about that also pretty soon. This is a test unit that I did. It turns out it didn't work out. So I mean, it's gonna work out for me just for using like little things here and there, but it's for the purpose that I want to do, like the people of Puerto Rico. It just wasn't gonna work because that system's designed to run for like 7 minutes, and it doesn't have very good cooling. So I am using it here. It's actually one of the pieces that doesn't work, one of the transformers. So we were out visiting a house with no power. Someone tried to use my $10 Walmart inverter with a vacuum. It's midnight in Scotland. Well, thank you for joining us, Scotland. To go to the max distance in 48 hours, wouldn't you just want to use the same kilowatt hours per hour, or kilowatt, which would be 200 divided by 48 equals 4 kilowatt, or is there some other factor like temp? No, that I mean, yeah, simple math like that would work, but of course you'd have to see if that's even achievable, right? That I don't know. Last time we were using, so I estimate the car's using about 100 to 150 watt hours per mile. At 30 miles an hour, this is 2 miles. Yeah, you gotta do that math, but yeah, I think we're gonna be close. I gotta do that math. I can't do it in my head. I'm too hot. But yeah, I totally, you're in the right track there, John. This is very interesting to me since I'm currently taking electrical and computer engineering 3rd year. Good job, thank you. I was looking at your links for large automotive cells. Why not just go with used Tesla batteries? Tesla's weight to power density seems way better. Yeah, you can go for it, except they're a lot more expensive. I think they're like around $300 per kilowatt hour. So these are half the price. So yeah, if you can afford for the good stuff, go ahead and buy them. I will make a better document that shows all the available batteries. It's just there's so much stuff to do in so little time that I just can't seem to get everything that I need to do. Still getting 100+ miles per charge on my 2013 Nissan Leaf after 65,000 miles. Low VVs. Maximize watts per mile and going at a certain time. You need to maximize drag and rolling resistance. Hello, Jehu from France. The present battery technology is not improved. Switching from fuel to battery will be like jumping out from the pan into the fire. What do you say? I say battery technology is already useful for a lot of applications. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's totally usable. And I think most of the transportation can be currently converted to electric with the battery technology that we have successfully. So yeah, we're not 100% there, but we are there. I'd say 90% there. What tires? I'm sorry, I don't know what tires are in the car. Do they allow to do repairs if something goes wrong, or they only can stop for changing drivers? Yeah, I think they allow for repairs. I read the rules and it didn't specify as far as repairs. They did just specify with no charging of any way, shape, or form. And use how far the car has gone? No, I'm sorry, I don't have that information right now. I haven't talked to them. What are some very lightweight cars do an EV conversion? What are some very lightweight cars do an EV conversion? Only one in mind, which is the Honda CRX. Yeah, there are a ton of lightweight cars that you can use. We like the classic ones because well, they're simpler and they retain their value, where a more modern car is just depreciating, an older car is actually appreciating, and so it's a much better financial proposition to invest and dump a bunch of money in an older car that's actually appreciating, right? Ooh, it's getting windy up here. Yeah, Miatas are very light. Were you part of the team that assembled a battery for this car? No, I wasn't. Originally, someone else built it, and I wasn't part of the first run where it did 300 and something miles, 380 miles, and then I went in there and rewired it because it was wrong. They had a lot of, it was just wrong. It was rewired wrong, and I mean it was wired wrong, and I went and rewired it and changed the controller to one that would allow to use the full voltage of the batteries, and then we got 750. Now this is the same car essentially. They did add another 10 bricks, which is what? So another 25 kilowatts. It was 165, and then they added another 25 kilowatt hours, and now they're running it, but it's the same system. So we know that at highway speeds it would get 750 plus whatever it would get with an extra 26 or 25 kilowatt hours, and then because it's going slower, then it's gonna get that much more. So yeah, I estimate over 1,200 miles. I estimate 1,500, but I don't know. I think we might run out of time before we reach that. My 2017 Volt does about 200 watt hours per mile at 45 miles per hour, or 165 watt hours per mile at 30 miles per hour, but I don't have 2,650 pounds of payload. The payload really doesn't play that big of a role here, because this is a pretty flat track, and once it's rolling, then it's just rolling. And once it's rolling, it doesn't care if it's got, you know, 3,000 pounds or 5,000 pounds, right? So it's not gonna play that big of a role. Ooh. Oh man, I just got notification that I didn't get a successful delivery from a bunch of batteries for one of the sellers, from Tom, the eBay seller. He sent me batteries, and apparently my parents are not home, so I won't be able to show you new batteries until I reschedule delivery of that. Oh well. So, love your e-Samba project and want to get combi if similar to electrify myself now. Do it, Steven, do it. Do you think 5 kilowatt hour battery require cooling? Well, depends. At what rate are you discharging it? If you're discharging it at 50 kilowatts, yes, it will require cooling. But if you're discharging it at 1 kilowatt, no, you won't need cooling, because it's going to take 5 hours to discharge it. I'll bet if you stacked a bunch of batteries in the Samba, you could do even better. Oh, I bet you I could do better, because it's a bigger car with more space, and so, oh, there it is. Look at that. Oh man, can you guys just feel the excitement? I mean, wow. That's high octane right there. High octane racing. At low speeds, payload matters more by percentage, says Gloxy. 30 miles per hour is high compared to the Tesla temps. No, I thought, oh yeah, right, 26, 24. I thought it was 26 from Tesla. I have a 1997 Chevy S10 electric build by GM. The AC is a heat pump running off the pack. Cool. 190 kilowatt, assuming 130 watt hours per mile, equals 1,461 miles at 30 miles per hour. It would be 48 hours. You might be cutting it a little close. Well, we are actually cutting it close, because we don't have 48 hours. We have more like 42 hours, I think. By the time we actually started today, there's only 42 actual hours of running. That's if we don't stop. Now if we just keep going non-stop until they kick us out of here. On Monday morning, Tuesday, Wednesday morning. Wednesday at 6 a.m. the time should be up. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I found your education on battery and Powerwall. Just suggesting get your GED online to continue your escalation in your future career. Yeah, thank you for the advice. Mirrors out in the wind adding drag. Yep. Not a lot of drag at 30 miles an hour, guys. So yeah, there is a lot more, I guess, that you can do. You can reshape the car to look like a bullet, but you know, that's, you know, we decided that's not what we wanted to do. So that's how we run the car. Left turn, yep. Couldn't we just calculate the optimum speed and power needed based on the electric motor performance in the lab or garage before this run? Yeah, you can, but you know, lab calculations are not always useful out in the field, and so that's why we're just doing it out here, right? doesn't matter what the data sheet says. It matters what you get in the real world. At least to some of us, you know. I prefer the real world. That's what EPA and such do. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Proterra bus went 1,100 miles. What? Proterra bus went 1,100 miles. What? Is there a link to that? Because I'm not aware of the Proterra bus. What is a Proterra bus? Please share more info. Maybe I'll do a Google. But I've never heard of that. I don't have any telemetry here with me. I am really far from the team, so I don't have it. But I will try to get more details for you guys once the race is over and I can upload a video about the results. See if we actually broke the world record. Alrighty, how are we doing with the battery here? Woo, battery level low, it says. Okay guys, this thing is now going to die any minute, and so I'd like to thank you for joining me. Sorry I had more details on the actual run, but you know, it's just early. It's too early in the race. It's only 4 or 5 hours. Wait, what time is it right now? 4? Started at what, 11? Yeah, it's only 5 hours in, you know. We don't know yet how we're doing. It's too early. Oh, there it is. There it goes. Look at that guy. Man, it's exciting stuff. Alright guys, I'm gonna go meet up with our guests from the local high school, all the kids from the, I think they're from the drone club. So I think these kids, you know, they know about RC cars and batteries and all that stuff, and so I think they should find this sort of stuff pretty exciting, except that they can't see the car because the car's just moving. All you see is us as it goes by. You're like, oh, there it goes. But, you know, we can talk to them and kind of answer some of their questions and, you know, hopefully get them excited about some of this technology so that we have some future engineers, hopefully, in the group. So, alright guys, I'm gonna call it quits here. Thank you for all your support. Thank you to all my patrons for supporting, and thank you for all you guys that watch my videos and share my videos. You guys help me a lot by doing that. You're allowing me to do the stuff that I want to do. You know, and at the same time spread a little bit of knowledge, right? Whatever I learn, I like to share it with you guys, and so that's what you guys allow me to do. Thank you for that. See you guys in the next video, hopefully soon. All right, bye. Stop broadcast? Yes. Stop stream.